Hey, collective. All right. That last message was such a downer. We got to do something a little fun to make up for that. And I have just Thing Collective. I have devised a new spread for my peaceful reads. And I'm going to share that with you now because I think we need a peaceful read. This is the Oracle of Trees, and it is a wonderful deck. If you have the means and inclination, you should purchase it. It in itself is a very powerful deck, and we have this Oracle of Trees out right now because we are going to inquire what tree. We are going to sit under the tree. We are going to examine the flora and fauna and some of the Lamond that go with that tree and some of the stories and any other messages and warm things, hopefully only warm things. Because the last one made me cry, you guys. Hit subscribe if you like a reader that cries. Something about the angels lamenting. It was just too sad. So we are going, I are going to pep it up with some flowers, with the language of flowers. If that sounds interesting to you, hit subscribe, grab a tasty beverage, and buckle up for some of the weirdest tarot on YouTube. Let's see if I'm ever going to get the aspect ratio correct. I'm not. We're going to keep messing around. Let's see here. What do you want me to know? Tree spirits. We'll have the fairies come out too. They very much like a tree. These cards usually do better in the springtime because trees are dormant in the winter. It's the winter in the northern hemisphere. Hit subscribe. But they've been calling to me lately. What? The tree of prosperity. Why does everything keep hitting this? Maybe if you are kind to the captives of this war we're in, you will be given prosperity or poffery. Excuse me. 31. Hit subscribe if you like a reader who mixes words up. Potpourri. Potpourri tree. This is an illustration in various medieval manuscripts. Hit subscribe. We are delving in to medieval manuscripts. The tree is covered in flowers and fruit similar to the pomegranate, and at its base there is a spring of water. Ooh. Where two birds are symmetrically positioned. At the base of the tree, we can see the busts of two men. The one on the left, dressed as a king, is a great philosopher, Aristotle. Ooh. And Porphyry's inspiration. And the one on the right is Porphyry himself, pointing up at his tree. At the top of the card, above the tree, see Severinius Boethicius, who translated Porphyry's work into Latin. Ooh. In the center, we find the master philosopher Plato, and on the right, Hedro Hispano, who was the first to come up with the graphic image of the tree of Porphyry, and that is how he based his theories. So this logician from Tyre in Phoenicia, or Lebanon. Let's see about him. La 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 la. He was in Rome. I might have to get the Oracle deck out for this. Extremely positive, this tree, by the way, if you haven't gathered by my pontificating. Informing us the solution to the problem worrying the seeker is much closer than they imagine. So maybe this does tie into the reading I just did because of the angels lamenting and it making me sad. This is here to tell us that the sadness is almost over and the solutions are right at hand. Maybe our sadness is part of the solution. You know, I keep being brought back to that tale of Loki and how Loki and his brother that everybody loved, Baldur, and how Loki had tricked Baldur, and the only way to get Baldur to be free is to get Loki to cry for him. And that might be coming up with the captive soldiers should be kindly treated. And just the general readings altogether lately, you guys, like so many readers are trying to like the energy is trying so hard to get to these lost souls. It's just heartbreaking. Okay, so let's see if there's any symbols or signs on this here tree that's going to help us. I see the fruit tree. I see Aristotle. I see Porphyry. I see Bozario, and I see what's his face. And I see the water. I see the herons. Huh. Okay. It's pretty cool. Let's see what lives around this pretty cool tree. I would say, where should we start? Start with some flowers, shall we? They might not be all happy, but these are usually more peaceful messages. Because these messages, you guys, I can't. Like, I am emotional anyway. I'm a musician and a musical writer and a playwright, and I feel all the feelings. I'm a performer. I have all the emotions. It's Subscribe Collective. You have all the emotions. 707. So we're going to check out the flora and fauna under the tree, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get an oracle card. It's growing under the tree. Porphyry's tree. These things that are coming to give us a respite from these trials that we're in. Woo! Oh, okay. Friendship is also at the bottom, so we'll leave that out. Cactus was under that. Lots of red, right? We got poppies, tulips, peonies, chrysanthemums, fidelity, support with friends. Fidelity came out with friendship. That's nice. I was speaking about spirit teams, wasn't I, earlier? Sometimes your spirit team is, your pets. Sometimes it's rando YouTube tarot readers hit subscribe. We've got honor, remembering your actions during this time, how they reflect on yourself and others, and always strive to act honorably and respectfully. Do not be afraid to apologize if you make a mistake. Wow, okay. Repent. Poppy, consolation. Remember those who've passed away to protect you and all you love. Develop your own sense of inner peace so you can rest at night and feel refreshed. And then passion. These are lovely things to have under the tree. This is again passion, new friendship. Reach out to make new friends while remembering the past fondly. Hold on to the things you cherish for as long as possible. Love is eternal if you believe in it. A lot of red, a lot of root chakra. Red is also a very lucky color in Asia. Okay. Let's get some more flowers. See, nice messages, collective. Soft messages, collective. Nothing crazy. No more tears. Let's see here. Some more messages. For under the tree of Prophery. Oh, God. Oh, look, love at first sight. Proud spirit. When I saw you, I fell in love. And you smiled because you knew. William Shakespeare. My God, these are just flying out. Hit the thing again. Hit subscribe, collective. I mean, it's like, it's about this. It's about this. It's about this. Okay, I see it, Spirit. It is about the last message. If you didn't read the last message or get the last message, and you happen to be one of these people who are trying to come out of this, this reading could be for you. Yeah, again, strength of character and moral integrity. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Yeah, you're supposed to make mistakes. That was at 11:11, you guys. That's the door. That's the door. There's going to be power in healing. To get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. Yeah, and a lot of times people have taken a lot of shortcuts because they didn't have patience. I don't have patience either. I tell you, if it had happened in a different way, I might not be in the upright, you guys. So we're all just going day to day. Let's not judge each other too harshly yet. Love at first sight and proud spirit. Didn't I say don't judge each other too harshly yet? Yeah, when I saw you, I fell in love. And you smiled because you knew. Oh, yeah, here. I love you. I do love you. Do I love you this much? Are those handcuffs? Okay. And dignity. A wise man has dignity without pride, and a fool has pride without dignity. Yeah, that fool energy came out in the last reading too. It's very, very particular. The angels want to come back out. Their gifts are still here. Okay, let's see. Do we need more flowers? Of course, we need more flowers. Let's go into the secret garden, and then maybe we'll get some Lamond. And we'll do a couple more. If you like this type of reading, please hit subscribe. Stick around. There's going to be all kinds of kooky stuff going on this year. We can play a drinking game. How many times does she hit the camera? Every time she hits the camera, she's got to put a quarter in the thing. Oh, look. The child says you are honest and lenient, treasured by friends and honored for this temperament. That's lovely. More lovely energy for the tree of prophecy, for the people who are repenting and healing and coming back out of their darkness. Who stands near to this garden, good company will make. Who stands far away, a dangerous turn in their friendship will take. So again, you're being guided to come out of the darkness. You may have, I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to say. I'm not going to say. I'm going to say. Let's just let the cards talk. I'm tired. Notice how the color's shifting from red now to purple as well. Purple is the royal color. Oh, okay. Wow. And lilies. From the beautiful flower bouquet, happiness arises. Not small joys, but luck everlasting maximizes. Wow. Wow. And then lilies. The lily overhead of purest virtue speak. Lilies underfoot mean that the penance is penance one should seek. Wow, you guys, this is wild. Wow. This is still, and this is another angel message. I'm going to study this tree of Pomfrey, and I guarantee you it's going to be like crazy. That's crazy. Penance. Captured soldiers should be kindly treated. Okay. Okay. I can't even imagine what it's like trying to talk to some of these people because I have my own stuff going on. Like, no matter what I say to this person, like, nothing changes their heart. So I can't even imagine, like, having to do this on more than just like one person scale. Excuse me. It's very emotional to me. Lost. Keeper of pleasure. Again, it hit the thing again. What the hell? I've never ever. Okay. Wow. Keeper of pleasure is at the gate. And peace. There's doves all over her. I'm sorry, guys. It's very sad energy. Okay. One more, please. Oh. Keeper of love. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Let's get some tarot and see anything else. And then I will. I mean, it's fairly self-explanatory, right? Queen of Swords at the bottom. I mean, it can't be more plain to see that. I mean, even Janice is here. Like, even Janice is here. You want like this? Okay. Okay, like that. Ridiculous. Exactly. Precisely, children. It's ridiculous. Okay. All right. Just trying to get away from the angel message. The angel message showed up. What's going on? Talk to me. Listen. I don't know. I feel compelled. Oh my God. Wow. One more card to confirm what I think. It's like 2 Two of Swords, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Oh my God. I said that there are only two angels, but I've seen death now twice. So death is around here. Quiet as usual. Hiding. Not really hiding. Yeah, the occult magic. Collective. I don't know if you saw the last reading, but the last reading was all about repenting. And I can tell you, for the occult magic, the people that claim themselves or declare themselves alchemists, especially if you're held to a different standard, you have sworn more oaths than even like doctors and scientists and lawyers and everyone else, right? There's the horse. There's the griffin. This is about strategy right now, this exit strategy, because you have two options here. You can either choose the hard way or the easy way. But either way, victory is coming out of this tower. This tower is striking, we're still going to have victory. The tree will still stand. We'll make laurel leaves from the pieces to crown ourselves for victory. Do you see the light flash? Hit subscribe. These occult, because the Queen of Cups is lower arcana of the High Priestess, but she's also the keeper of occult magic. And a lot of that magic has to do with her cup. I don't know exactly everything else aside from that, but I do know that people who are working in this energy, if you are making magic, especially if you're a chaos magician, it is time for you to switch channels. There's another call out from spirit, from the cards, from whatever it is you want to call, or from my craziness. High Priestess, it's time to pick a new current. That's a read that you might want to look into. But yeah, this is beautiful. Just beautiful. The flower showed up and confirmed everything from the last message. So if you haven't seen that message, please do. And then do we need one more? I think we need a William Shakespeare, because honestly, like, I can't take anymore. I need a laugh. Holy cow. I'm going to go watch every funny thing I could think of. Like, where's the kittens and puppies and animals? It hit this thing again. Keeper of pleasure. You are one that converses more with the buttock of the night than the forehead of the morning. Yes, I would agree. We have been conferring with asses. Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? Yeah. Get yourself out of the fucking way. Okay? Get out of the fucking way. Get out of the way. God's trying to tell you something. He's speaking through animals. He's speaking through the cards. He's speaking through your friends. He's speaking through synchronicities. Just get yourself to a quiet place and just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. And he'll reveal himself. He's going to speak very quietly, because not everyone is meant to hear these messages. All right. And I just got a confirmation because my stomach growled. Anything else? All right, you guys. I enjoyed the reads. I am not reading any more today because these have been very sad. I have already cried twice. Thank you so much for sticking this long. If this resonated with you, please, 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 please seek the counsel of your friends and of your spiritual leaders or spiritual practitioner, anyone that you can trust with being vulnerable about mistakes that you may have made. And if someone is to come to you and try to come out of it Sung Soo and Auntie's message yesterday. Soldiers, captured soldiers should be kindly treated and kept. So I'll hold space for them, even though it might be very difficult for you. But you are working in for the fine, and try to help guide them as best as you can. All right, I gotta go. I love you guys.